Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media, and on the screen with me is Jane Pollock. Jane, you are the founder of Styll Meditation, as
I
we can see behind you.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Michael, so much for having me here at LMC. I appreciate it greatly. Can't wait to share and talk all about meditation with you.
Now, your studio, which was founded last year, was it?
So the original plan was to start and have a studio in Larchmont, right here in Larchmont, but I
Mhm.
quickly pivoted due to COVID and I made it become virtual, and we started in May.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
One of the things I wanted to ask you, maybe not right now, but the impact that COVID has on your business. And I can, it's one of the things that stresses me. And I can imagine it stresses a lot of people. In fact, I saw an article in um, a magazine that said that 84% of Americans told the American Psychological Association that they are experiencing some form of stress. And is that what drives people to things like to techniques like meditation?
Meditation is just another form of self-care for ourselves. And I feel as though a lot of people are during this time incredibly stressed, anxious. They're at new levels of feeling feelings that they have never experienced. So, yes, it does drive them to meditation. But often meditation is a practice that needs to be done like anything. It's exercise for the mind, just the way you have exercise for the body. So you need to practice it in order to receive. The more you practice it, the more that you'll receive the benefits. But you'll receive the benefits if you do it for only 3 minutes a day.
Wow.
You can receive the
I know
benefits.
these days, if you listen to NPR from WNYC, they have a 1 minute meditation, which just sort of takes you away from what you're doing and asks you to sit and be quiet and pay attention to your breathing. Can you define meditation? Because some people have said to me, well, when you pray, you're meditating, or if you're just sitting still, you're meditating. Is that true?
So all meditation is you're placing your attention on one thing. You are focusing your attention on one particular object. It can be the breath, it can be a phrase, there could be an activity, it could be a walking meditation. What we do at Still Meditation is we focus on the breath. And that's all that you're doing is you're placing your attention on the breath. But often your mind wanders because minds think, and that's what they do. And you just very gently and beautifully notice that you're lost in thought about what you need to do for the rest of the day, and you just really calmly acknowledge it and bring your focus back to your breath. And that's where the training of meditation comes in, is you need your mind to wander and you're going to bring it back to the breath. And that's where it's like doing reps at the gym for your arms. That's exactly how you start to build your awareness and start to calm your mind.
What is guided meditation?
A guided meditation. So at Still Meditation, we offer guided meditation. And what it is you have an instructor that's guiding you through the practice. So I would say every 1 or 2 minutes, they're giving you a cue of what to do and prompting you on how to take your attention off of whatever it is, place it on the breath. We do themed classes at Still Meditation. We have all different themed classes. So it might be an emotions class or a compassions class. So they'll be talking about different things as you are you're listening to them, but you're also focusing your attention back on your breath.
Is meditation something that can benefit any age? I mean, or
Yes.
do you just
We
have to be a stressed out adult?
No,
It
we
can
have
benefit
no.
students too?
We have meditation. We have our video on demand platform, which is offered monthly by subscription. And we have meditations on demand for children. They're about 5 minutes long. And I would say anywhere from five and up can do it. It's really about learning how to place your attention on one particular thing. So, for
Mhm.
example, in one of our video on demands, you are having the little girl is walking, or anyone is walking with a spoon. You take a spoon of water and you place it with water in your hand and you walk it across the room 10 times back and forth. So, you're learning how to train your mind to focus on one thing.
Um, I saw you, you had a wonderful feature in Westchester Magazine.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that.
thank you very much.
But you're quoted as saying that you, when you discovered meditation, it changed your life. That's pretty strong. How so?
So, Mike, I have done a lot of work on myself. And finally, I'd worked with someone who said, you have to try meditation.
Hmm.
And I started for literally, I said in 2018, I'm going to start meditating for 5 minutes a day. I laid in my bed when I woke up in the morning and I just placed my attention on my breath.
Hmm.
And through this, I was able to calm my thoughts down and drop into my body and get out of the chatter of my mind and experience these incredible jewels inside of myself, like self-confidence, self-acceptance, self-love. I began to become friends with myself. And I started to realize that these thoughts that I have, that I can be in control of them. They don't need to be in control of me. And
Hmm.
after a long time of meditating, only for a few minutes a day, I started to loosen the grip around all of these thoughts that I had and emotions, and they no longer had the same impact upon me as they used to.
Wow. So in still meditation, do you or the practitioners find that the people who are tuning in have the same results? Do they report
Yes,
the same results?
we have such a wonderful community of people at Still Meditation. And I have several people, like I have a core group that said meditation has changed their life too. And it's now something that they incorporate in their daily life. And they had a lot of anxiety and a lot of difficulty. And really, all it is you're taking 30 minutes or 5 minutes to take care of yourself. It's another level of self care. It's just giving your time to just be without any judgment, without anything. Just allow yourself to be as you are.
Mm. I have two relatives I'm thinking of, and if I told one, she would say, "Oh, that's wonderful, Mike. You're starting meditation. That's great." And if I told her husband, I would just get a harumph. I don't need that stuff. What do you say to a person like that, or do you say maybe they're not ready for meditation?
I think meditation and mindfulness, right, is become like the word of 2020.
Mm.
And so I think that people are starting to realize, because meditation is the practice to become more mindful, is that when you are in the moment and you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, you're just accepting things as they are, you tend to be much more relaxed and in a much happier state. And so I would actually ask that person to say, like, right here, right now, if you could just stop and tell me what you feel in your feet. What are the sensations in your feet? Because that too is a way to tap into your becoming mindful, is through the senses. And I would just be curious to know what the person experienced. I also think, Mike, a lot of people think that meditation, oh, I can't do it. I can't turn my thoughts off, which is not true. As I said before, minds think, that's what they do, and that's brilliant. But here we are, we're just training our minds. It's different. That's all you're doing in meditation, is you're training your mind to focus on one particular object. That's all you're doing. But we multitask all the time. So it's
Sure.
not like we can focus on one particular object. And that's where the practice comes in.
And we don't have to physically be together. This works just as well via Zoom.
I have people from all over the country that join my platform, and that absolutely, there's a real community sense of caring for each other and holding space for each other within this collective practice amongst each individuals.
I would refer to our viewers to your website because there's a lot of good information there. There's a couple videos actually that they can watch to learn more about meditation. Um, a final word from you?
That really, meditation is the most incredible thing. It is a way for you to experience and understand and open up to yourself and to your mind to get to know yourself in a different way than you think that you do.
Wow. Jane Pollock from Still Meditation. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us on Community Conversations.